AG's Truth presents Saints and Sinners series premiere, episode 1 review. What is up, YouTube? It is your girl, Amber Gardner, here at AG's Truth, and I'm going to be doing a review on the Saints and Sinners series premiere, episode 1 on Bounce TV. First off, I must say, I was very, very, very surprised to notice that Deitrick Haddon was involved in this project. When I first heard the theme song and recognized that it was Deitrick Haddon, I was very pleasantly surprised. Haven't seen Deitrick doing a lot lately since Preachers of LA, and it was good to see him doing something other than that. I know he did have the gospel show with the choirs for a little while with him, Michelle Williams. However, it's good to see him involved in something else. First off, I will say, I love the cast. Christian Keys, definitely one that I love. Vanessa Bell Calloway, definitely one. Clifton Powell, mwah. The acting is phenomenal, definitely. Also, I will say that as somebody who's grown up in church, I was skeptical because kind of going behind the scenes to the dirt that happens in the church, I was like a little, because as a woman, I was like, I won't need to put all the dirt out there, that'll give people an excuse to say I don't want to go. But there was good and bad for the fact of it showed humanity. It did show your drama dealing with people having different things underground. But then it also showed love, and it also did show care. So it was balanced. I will give them that. The first scene was a flashback to 1998 where the brother EJ was killed. They also had Levi and they had their sister Christy. So that was interesting to see. And then when they brought it back to present day, Levi's back in town and he had some issues on Wall Street, which is why he came back. They really don't get into exactly what was going on, but there were some issues on Wall Street. You also have Christy. Levi and Christy are still getting a flirt on because they showed them together in the flashback. And with him being back, you see they had a few moments, some eye contact. They gonna have a romantic deal in the two before the season's over. I could definitely tell, yeah. Christian Keys looking good as usual. Just looking good, yes. Also, you have Vanessa Bell Calloway, who's playing the First Lady. And she had a moment in this episode. She came in to see her husband after the service and smacked him dead in the face. Just, that thing stunk so bad even I felt. I was like, ooh. Yeah, she gave her husband a good paya. So there's definitely some issues with him and her. She's running for office, or attempted to run for office, excuse me. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Also, the choir director, who's a little bit of a playboy, because he gave one of the other girls a little bit of the eye before we saw that he was having some sexual dealings with the pastor's daughter, who was a doctor, Christy. So we'll see how that plays out, because her and Levi, I could see them two hooking up, especially Levi being separated and his, technically still his wife and his daughter being back in New York. I can definitely see him and Christy having a dealing or two, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see how those two interact, especially since the director doesn't like Levi much anyway. It's kind of like the story of the prodigal son. You have the one that left and the one that stayed, and the one that stayed had a little bit of an issue with the one that left. So that's going to be interesting to see. What else? Yes, also, pastor's having some dealings with Clifton Powell, who is the godfather of the area, I guess you could say. His character, having some dealings with his character, owing some money and not paying it on time. And pastor, that's not good, pastor. It's bad enough that you're dealing with these people that are not of the law, but now you're going to not pay them on time. Not a good move. Later in the episode, Clifton Powell comes and speaks to the pastor. Clifton Powell's character comes and speaks to the pastor and straight up tells him, look, I've given you enough leeway. I need you to pay me or I might make an example out of you. And dude ain't playing. I mean, he hammered the other dude that owed him money, hammered his hands in the back of that barbershop, so he's not playing. So I'm definitely was not surprised when the episode ended the way it did. Finally, we have First Lady. I almost forgot. The First Lady is it's shown that she's cheating on her husband with the mayor, who is female. Yeah, First Lady's door looked like it swing both ways. That shocked me. Woo, that shocked me. I was not ready. I was not ready, and I repeat again, I was not ready. We will see how that plays out, especially after how the episode ended. The pastor appointed Levi. Yes, he did. He appointed Levi executive pastor, which kind of rubbed off wrong with the choir director because he felt Levi did not deserve it. Because Levi had some different dealings on Wall Street where he had did some inside trading where he could possibly be facing some charges. And, of course, he's going to throw that back in Levi's face because he's not a big fan of Levi in the first place. And finally, the episode ended with the pastor playing basketball with the young men. And the pastor went in his car to go meet a young man to take him home and was shot and killed. Yes, very, very tragic, especially due to the fact that they had already lost the older brother 18 years before. So all in all, the episode was it caught my attention. Great acting, very interesting and captivating storyline. I'm excited to see where the rest of the season is going to go. And I am just waiting to see what's going to be happening because this show is going to be a handful. I can already tell it's going to be a handful. It feels almost like a gospel version of Empire meets Power with like a smidge of the Scandal. So it's definitely going to be interesting, but I'm definitely excited to see what's going to be taking place. That's all I have for today. I hope to see you all here again at AG's Truth. Please stay black for my women, like myself, my fellow sisters. As I always tell myself, stay beautiful and stay strong and stay in God. Stay in God, especially with Easter, things taking place. Stay in God and stay encouraged. I will see you all later. And please remember, 2016 can bring a new you, but only if you allow it. This is Amber Gardner at AG's Truth. Peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope to see you again here at AG's Truth, where honesty is always in style.